Hey, what's happening? This is Jerry here over at Wealth DynamX. I want to hit you with a video today. I'm just walking, having my tea here. Anyways, I want to talk to you this afternoon, this morning, wherever you're at, whatever time it is right now, about my company and what we do and what it means. So our mission, we have an org board. It's an organizing board that shows all the positions in the company, and it talks about what we're interested in helping provide for people. It's called a valuable final product, right? So the valuable final product for my company is billions of people who have the ability to treat money like oxygen. And that's what wealth is. So when I promote to you guys, when I'm showing you what I do, when I'm showing you my business, when I'm showing you, clients, investments, coaching, training, all of these things, they're all centered around helping you gain the ability to treat money like oxygen. Okay, think about what that means. Oxygen is abundant. So there's no hey, I wonder if there's enough breath left. You're never living paycheck to paycheck with your breath. None of those things happen. Let me get out of the wind for you guys here. That's better. So none of those are scenarios that you go through in your life where you worry about, hey, do I have enough breath? I remember as a kid, there was a couple times where I almost drowned. And almost drowning, I know what it felt like to be short on oxygen. Where I was like, hey, I don't know if I've got enough in my lungs right now. Where I was worried about being able to breathe. And believe it or not, a lot of people live like that, not just with money, but with their entire lives. With thoughts, with their actions, with their relationships. They run their lives in scarcity. So instead of thinking in abundance, they think in scarcity. Now, this isn't think and grow rich. This is get rich. Get rich with your life. So the ability to treat money like oxygen quite literally is you don't even think about it. You don't think about how many dollars did that cost. Think about traveling. You go to some location, you're traveling. Let's say you're going to go to Florida. You're going to go to the boot camp with us next month in Miami. You don't worry about the plane ticket. You don't worry about the $4 or $5 grand for the ticket to go down there and actually have access to the boot camp. You don't worry about food. You just do. You're freely going down without any sort of impeding factor that stops you. That's the ability to treat money like oxygen. Okay, think about going to the grocery store. You just start filling up your cart. You're not worrying about, hey, do I have money to actually afford this? Is my card going to decline? Am I going to have to put stuff back when I get done? Or let's say you're making $20 million a year and you don't treat money like oxygen because you're happy with it. You've settled. You're good. But you still worry. You're still thinking about where are we going to get our next deal from. You're still thinking about, can we afford to hire these staff? That person doesn't have the ability to treat money like oxygen. So guys, this applies to you at all levels. And the ability to treat money like oxygen is the definition of wealth. Okay, wealth is abundance in all areas of life. Abundance means it's overflowing. There's a lot. There's excess. Poverty means scarcity in even one area of your life. So the ability to treat money like oxygen builds wealth for your life. It makes it to where because you don't have to worry about money. If you're trying to fulfill your life spiritually, you don't have to worry about how much that's going to cost. If you're trying to improve your relationships, you're not thinking about how much money it's going to cost you to do that or what time you'll have to take off from work and losing the income. If you're thinking about your physical health, let's say you're sick, you're not worried about how much will it cost me to get better. Or let's say, hey, you want to get in great shape. You're not worried about how much will it cost me to buy organic. What about work? You want to fulfill your work. The ability to treat money like oxygen will do that too. If you've got enough money, you can work because you want to, not because you have to. Then this outdated concept of retirement goes away because you're just doing. You're just doing things that contribute that you enjoy. Same thing with your business. If you had enough money, you'd be making bigger plays right now. You wouldn't be worried about how much is this going to cost. You wouldn't be worried about, can I afford to hire this guy? You wouldn't be worried about how much do I make on this deal. You would just create. And because there's no barrier financially, you create awesomeness. Your wealth, you wouldn't be thinking about what's in my bank. Imagine not having to look at your bank, not because you don't have anything in there, but because there's so much in there, it could never possibly apply to your life right now. You've got so much money and assets and in your accounts that you couldn't use it all. There's no way. That's what we're talking about, guys. So when you're thinking about all this, let's hit the last one, fun and adventure. Like I said, when's the last time you traveled and didn't think about money? Not because it went on a credit card and you didn't plan on making payments, but because you actually didn't have to worry about it. You just did not consider finances in your thoughts. Guys, that's what this is, and that's what my videos are tied to. So when you see me promoting, when you see me doing all this stuff, I'm trying to show you me working towards gaining the ability to treat money like oxygen. I'm not there yet, and you're not there yet either. Nobody's technically there yet. You always grow. It's your potential. You're always going to be growing. You're always going to be improving. So what it comes down to is, do you want to attempt to get there? Or do you want to settle? I have another show, I call it the Never Settle Show code with Matt Lindsay. We talk about never settle. That's what you got to be, man. On this plan, treating money like oxygen, you can't ever be satisfied. Now, it doesn't mean you don't appreciate it. It means you're never like, hey, I'm good. I'm done. I don't have to try anymore. I don't have to play this game anymore. Because as soon as you do that, it's done. Okay, so guys, I wanted to share that with you today. Make sure that you share this out there. Like, share, subscribe. I appreciate it. Have a fantastic day. I'll talk to you soon.